Hey, my name is Nick, and in this section, we are going to look at how we've been able to generate, on average, 300,000, 800,000, 300,000 impressions per per month on from a simple account with less than with less than 500 followers actually. As you can see, some of the guys that have featured some of our product, we've had someone like Gary Vaynerchuk. We've had Cory Machado with 400,000 followers. We've had Esther Cho. She's probably one of the big. She's actually the head of Oregon. She's the head doctor for infectious diseases and a professor. So we take advantage of something called Twitter cards, and Twitter cards allow your website to be seen to give out the best content that is coming in from your website. Like if you come to our master website here, you can see this lovely landing page, all right, the way it looks like. If you go to Ankara Apparel, you can see how beautiful the website looks. Now, what happens in this particular case is that when people are reading and watching your tweet, you want them to be able to get an idea of what to expect from your site. Now, the more impression, the more conversions, the more people see something that makes sense to themselves, will lead to conversions, right? Like you'll check, we'll get a bunch of orders. All of these are from this is on our Shopify store, our ECWID store. Right now, our WordPress blog is being powered by ECWID, and part of the reason is that we wanted more control over our checkout process plus data. And ECWID turns out to be one of the best ways to do this. And it's as simple as that. I'm assuming you have a product that you're selling. I'm assuming that you're not looking to get rich quick. You're looking to go out and make money by promoting your product to the people that matter for your product, right? Now, when you look at my stats here, you're going to see like this month it's been a bit slow because of the elections, and then of course when it comes to the elections, you're going against the Republican Party, Democrat Party. No one is going to buy anything, right? But the impressions are coming back up. But we've had quite a number of followers. On average, the sort of followers we're getting have 2, 3, 4, 5,000 followers, and they'll go out and they will retweet your message, right? So this is a bit of background. So basically, I'll go out and have conversations with people about the various products that we are selling, right? Like this was a tweet from Dr. Omar. He's so this place is only for black people and all that kind of stuff. But what matters is that health is a universal thing. When it comes to masks, masks are a universal thing. It's important even to him to let his followers, his 150,000 followers, know about our lovely simple store. So you have a product. You have a product about Apple cases, Apple. You have a product about bamboo. You're saving the universe or whatever it is you're doing. Do understand that it's important. It's important to someone out there. So you can reach out to people that matter. Even some of the people that you may think may not be interested in your product. For example, this is Kurt Ekenwald. He is he is a New York Times journalist. Like he's as high as it goes. He's a best-selling author, right? He has 500,000 followers. I posted my simple campaign on his site, and I said, hey, I have this mask thing, and then he reaches out to me in public and asks, okay, what does your product do? And I said, it's a 3-ply mask, nano-web fiber. And he's like, look, I will go out and he talks to me for less than 5 minutes, goes out and he posts my link on there. What you're seeing is the power of Twitter cards, right? So immediately he posts my link. The Twitter goes in to my website, pulls out this fantastic banner you can see here, and it just sends a very clear message to anyone that sees what we are doing behind the scenes. And the importance of that is understanding that you can enable this on your store. Most things like Shopify, Etsy, they already have this implemented, right? So it's important that you invest in good images, you invest in just making sure that you have a good image so people can see your product. You can use, I mean, always understand you can use a simple lighting to get, like, you can see the pen the way it looks, you can see the difference in that, right? You can see there's a bit of a difference. So you don't have an excuse for having bad pictures. So invest in a good picture, hire someone to give you a good banner or a good video for your product, and keep pushing, and go out and talk to people that matter about your product, because your product is important. And as you can see, you can always go out and tell them, like in my case, I had a chat with Esther Cho, and I said to her, I said, hey, you know, she was talking about, she's a tier 1 doctor, right? So I'm like, hey, you can see here, I said, Esther, we're here, we can help. We have some gorgeous masks. Here's a link. So there's a way to post a link, and it takes less than 2 minutes, right? You can see the tag here, wear a mask, right? So that is a hashtag. That hashtag, and I want to keep this as simple as possible, the hashtag is the category or keyword that people use on Twitter to talk about, to get away from the different things that are happening, and you're able to focus on the things that matter. Like when I put that wear a mask and you click on that, let's see if you click on it, you're gonna be taken to everyone talking about masks, right? You can see June, I don't even know who she is. She's talking about masks. She's like, please wear a mask, social distance. She has 150,000 followers, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to talk to people that are talking about masks, just go to the Twitter search page, search for hashtag wear mask, hashtag stocks, hashtag Apple stock, hashtag PS5. You can talk about anything, right? PS5. You can talk about any particular subject, and you can instantly talk to people talking about that particular subject, and you can amplify your message faster by focusing on people that are talking about your whatever it is you're selling, whatever you're trying to reach out people for, whatever you're trying to give away. And as I've progressed over time, that's how I've been able to get people that care about what I am trying to engage them with. If you look down, I mean, I started with, this is I think last year, November, I had less than 5,000 impressions, right? Now, in a year, I've gone from 5,000 impressions, 11,000, 40,000, 108,000. So what's happening as we progress upwards? What's happening is that I'm learning what to do. I'm learning how to engage people. So like in this month, I think it was in October, right before the elections, I hit almost a million impressions. I didn't spend a single penny. It was just me reaching out to people about what matters to me and what matters to us, right? So my suggestion to you is you can go in, like we can go to twitter.com, and let's say you're selling coffee tables, right? And we can do coffee tables. Let's see if there's anyone talking about coffee tables. And yeah, there are people talking about coffee tables, snug living culture. I don't want to post anything about masks to this because you're going to get people banning you. So you have people talking about, you know, you can say, hey, my pillows would go great with your coffee tables, right? You have people doing something, I think I don't know what site it is. So you can use any let's see, Apple event. You can reach out to anyone talking about any Apple event. You can see who they are, and you can see you can go in and have a conversation with them about your particular products, and then you should have Apple the Twitter cards installed. I'm assuming if you're on Shopify, Etsy, Gumroad, they're already pre-installed, right? So always make sure you pay special attention to that banner that you place on your website, right? So on Twitter, like this was in, I think this thing gave me almost, you can see even the amount of mentions that you're getting. and you can see the amount of followers I've gotten. That's almost 100 followers that matter. These guys have 1,000, 2,000 followers, and then these people are following you back, so you can always reach out to them in public. I think one of my strongest followers here right now is Don Winslow. He is really, really powerful right now, and you can see he's heavy on the campaigns, and he has quite a number of connections. So he follows me on Twitter. It's not the number of followers you have on Twitter that matters. It's the quality of followers that you have that will go out and they will give you, let's see, they'll give you close to $400 in a day in sales, right? As you can see on there, I have to kind of go a bit faster. This is just from one person, right? You can see close to almost close to $500 a day in sales, right? There was when Esther Cho did a post for me, I did almost like $300-400 in sales. Then I had an issue with one of my websites. It didn't quite work out well. But when it comes to Twitter, I need to show you a couple of things. You have the trend section here on the right. You have the explore notifications, messages. When you look at my notifications, you can see that I've learned how to engage people by the amount of people that retweet my posts. They retweet, like, let me show you something like this one. I'm having a chat with Rex Chapman. He has over 1 million followers, 18.1 thousand people are following him. He posts lots of videos. I think we can take a look at his profile. You can learn a lot from watching this guy. He posts a lot of videos. He consistently posts. It's not about what he wants all the time. It's about getting content that matters, makes people feel a bit better about themselves, particularly in these tough times. And then he goes out and he mixes it up with what's happening on the ground, right? Like he has this fantastic video of a dad and his son pulling whatever. So it's not about what I want all the time, right? As you can see, I posted the link to him. I said, support us, Rex, your small business that loves you, from Kenya, USA, blah, 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 blah. I put the hashtag in there about what I am about. Instantly, he knows what's going on. Then he sees a wear mask, save a life. When you click on that, you are going to see that people are talking. You can already see I'm already part of that conversation of wear mask, save a life. And then you can see that I'm not the only one talking about wearing a mask and saving lives. I mean, everybody right now is telling people, look, I know that everyone is saying COVID is not important, but it's important that we are on our own. Let's take care of ourselves, right? So this is the importance of hashtags. As you can see, I'm featuring a bit around on the mask issue because it's important to a lot of people, right? So the more impressions you get, not all impressions will turn into sales, but the few that will turn into sales will keep you going, right? So we are not about making $100,000 a month with one tweet, but we are more about going from zero, raising money, and then having a store that makes 10, 20, 30, 100 to $300 a day as you progress upwards, right? That's what my message is about, right? I'm not lying to you that you're going to become magically super rich by having one product, but I say that there is an easy way to get impressions for your products for free by taking advantage of the conversations on Twitter, right? So you need to make sure that you have a Twitter card enabled store or post. Then you need to have the right hashtags where mask, get rich, stocks, penny stocks. So for example, let me see, you can do, let's see, we can go to google.com and then we can search for, let's say, stock tags, not Twitter. You can say Twitter stock hash tags, and then you can see stock hashtags, and you can see that the stock market, we can say the stock market. We can see 43 stock market hashtags that are popular on Twitter. I'm assuming, let's say, you're in the stock market, right? So you can see, the mentions, the retweets. You figure out who's getting retweeted. I'm assuming, let's say, you're selling a penny stock course, and you can figure out what particular hashtags are being talked about, which have the most impressions. And then Bitcoin is a big one. You can go in there an attempt to get in, like you can see, like look at the Wear Masks Save a Life. It has 100 retweets in the last hour, right? So this is in my category, right? In the mask category. That's the category I'm in now. But for you, you can do made with Unity, which is for game developers, right? Then you can, or you can say game dev, and you can take a look at what people are having a chat about. Not too much going on, but you can search the top posts, top Twitter profiles, follow them, go out there, see the top #1 posts, maybe figure out who Farouk Abdul is, and then follow him, send him a message, say, hey, we have a Kickstarter coming up. Do you want to promote our campaign? Do you want to see what we have? There's a person on the other end, and if he's hashtagging about a particular project, you can connect with that person to help them with their project with a simple retweet. It creates an emotional connection, right? So that's the importance of Twitter from an analytical standpoint, from a business standpoint for you. It's so powerful. It's even more powerful than Facebook or Google keywords or any other combined. And the beauty of it, as you can see, it's a free. You can instantly have conversations with some of the most powerful people, because the conversations you're talking about matter, right? Like in my case, this is the post I saw. Then I asked about it. I didn't even know who she is, right? And I'm like, hey, SHO. She's like, I'd like to support our nonprofit to work with PPE, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, we are over here. This is what we do. What do you think? This is the #1 doctor in Oregon, right? She's like, oh my God, those are beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, we're a small operation. Sorry to post on your wall, but it matters what we're having a conversation about is important. Yeah? We're trying to get people to understand your health is important. That mask you're wearing may save a life. It's uncomfortable, yes, but my goal here wasn't even to sell masks, but the person you're having a conversation about, it doesn't matter how big they are, you are emotionally connected and emotionally committed to what the conversations you're having. So the best way to do this, the best way to find this person, you have the search box on Twitter. You can search for PS5. You can talk about unemployment. The guys that were supporting Biden, they were using the resist tag. You can see 260 retweets in the last hour. Those are people that were supporting George Biden. You have the guys who are supporting Trump. You can find them by just going #MAGA. Don't expect to see anyone having a conversation or Twitter giving you that information. But you can see how you can easily search for people that have the same needs as you. And then you can go out and, like, I can type masks. I'm sure I'll get quite a number. We'll say we can do wear mask, save a life, right? So we have the wear mask, save a life. This was Jeff Dean. I literally just posted this. Hey Jeff, mind spreading the word? We don't have to look like a surgeon or wearing a mask. We're a small business that comes out with is helping out with the war effort. Please retweet and share. Sharing is caring. That please retweet and share gives you access to more impressions for your product, for your store. The more impressions you get, the higher the chance of getting a sale. Okay, you're doing this for free. It's taking you less than 10, 20, 30 minutes, and some really powerful people out there will get you a retweet. For example, yesterday I got let's see, I had quite a bit of conversations with a lot of people. I got Purple Gimp. This lady has over 4,000 followers. Not a lot, but it's enough, right? It's not. It may not be a lot of people, but these are important people, right? Let's say we go down to. We also had Themo Collins. This is less than 14 hours ago. She's on Fear the Walking Dead, Parks and Recreation, Lady Dynamite, F is for Family. She has 17,000 followers. And she goes out yesterday. I think you'll see the post here, hopefully. Let's see. And she says, look at this gorgeous masks. Need a fresh look. Here you go, right? So that person goes out and increases the chance of you having a sale for your product. At times, you may just need maybe a $30, $40 sale. Maybe it's a Kickstarter campaign you have. But that's the power of Twitter in a very simplified version, right? Right? You can reach anyone. As far as you are in the same wavelength, you're talking about the same things, about stocks, about gaming, about PS5, about Xbox, about NCAA, about the NBA, NFL. It's easy to really connect with people, and it's so frictionless that people don't notice when big things are happening, right? They don't notice when you're getting 300,000 impressions, mentions, you're getting retweets. Let's see, you have the tweets here, you're getting tweets and replies. Like we've earned, like if you see this particular page, we've done over 530,000 impressions over 28 days period of time, right? So you're getting engaged, you have the engagement data here in your statistics. I may not get that many impressions, but the few that I get can be very effective, right? And that's what you want for your brand. You don't want, let's see, top tweets. Let's see, top tweets. She's stuck. That, like, this was something about, I posted something about the Cindy McCain. I said, she started to Trump in the worst possible way. That simple impression gets 20,000 followers. People come back to my original page, and when they come back to my profile page, the first thing they see is what they see. They see a post about. They see a post about. We just got featured by Kate Ekenwald, and automatically 24/7, 365 a day. People just retweet your post, and the more retweets you get, the more sales you have. Thank you, and God bless.